Hi, I'm Helena. Welcome to this video about inner clarity through symbols, how to know yourself so you never feel lost again. Imagine living a life that fits you. It can be hard and challenges may happen, but it's truly yours. And no matter what happens, you have a sense of inner wealth and clarity. You live rooted in yourself, in your sense of self. Truth guides your steps and helps you filter in decision making, leading to a deeply satisfied life. Why it matters. Contrast that with a life that has you in a job, a relationship, or even worse, a reality that doesn't feel like it's truly yours. Because you're not aligned and you don't know what to align it with internally. From the outside, it might look successful, but inside it can feel hollow. We lack the awareness of our own path, of our own journey. We lose out on depth and a sense of truth and existential belonging that could have made our challenges worth the effort, frankly. A life unexamined may never feel right on its own. So let's look at what knowing yourself can truly do for you. What knowing yourself unlocks. Finding your timeless qualities is a great key to finding meaning. What is it all for? This is what it's all for. This is me. This is what I stand for, my why, that I'm willing to take the challenges of life on for. To create the vision of what I want to see happen in the world. Our essence matters, so we don't live in a story we didn't choose. We want to be writing it ourselves. We want to live grounded in our sense of self, our integrity, so we can stop second guessing ourselves, essentially. We need to get better at understanding who we are and the risks we want to take to grow. Because on the flip side of it, stagnation comes with the cost of opportunity. However, taking risks that don't serve our purpose and that don't give us a return on our investment and on our effort doesn't feel right either. Should I take this leap or no? Your sense of self-awareness will create a rainbow bridge in the sky for you. It will clear things up and allow you to get unstuck. You are invited to walk over it into the individual future you would like to create, all while already being a person of your own choosing. So you don't have to delay well-being into the future. Segment 3. How to get clear. But how to get clear on that inner essence of yourself? Surely it's not as easy as just writing it down. There are endless possibilities in life, especially for people who are multifaceted, multi-passionate individuals. So how do we make this vastness navigable? The way to make this vastness narrower and crucially more comfortable, even very comfortable, is to tailor our story as closely to who we are as possible. Without it, we are bound to lose interest, not knowing why we started down this path in the first place. Disconnected. No, we need intentional alignment, inner clarity, living from a sense of timeless principled truth offers clarity without the trade-off of boredom. It gives us an organic structure we control ourselves that is permeable, malleable, and very, very sparkly at the same time. Once the pattern of your timeless self are visible to you, all you need to do is to reference this as your inner clarity. And boom, you are on your path, it lights up, you are firmly on it. And the universe is at your fingertips. Segment 4. 3 ways to find it. Reflection. The first important way is self-reflection on your life from a zoomed-out perspective. What patterns in your life have you seen repeat itself or themselves based on something that felt intensely important to you? Recognize the underlying motif that led you. If it comes up again and again, it means it is of high importance to you. This is likely rooted somewhere in your personal story. However, it can be genuinely hard to see these patterns on your own. Reading the label from inside the jar is one of the biggest challenges we all face, and one of the reasons we externalize insight. We are too close to ourselves, and often we only realize what truly drives us after experiencing a situation often enough to cross a threshold of pain. However, this pain can be a genuine opportunity to take a deeper look and understand what got us here. For example, hating your third job as an employee despite thinking each would be your dream job. This could tell you something about where you might want to shift to. Dating people that eerily resemble the parent that was not emotionally available to us, hoping they would make a U-turn and absolve us from our childhood loneliness. Okay. That recognition is already the beginning of the shift. Imagine the freedom of not being driven by subconscious patterns because you can see them rise. Whichever topic it may be, you would be acting from awareness and control of what you can control, your own perception. The second way to finding your timeless qualities is to find metaphors for behavior you exhibit. Metaphors are verbal micro-stories that can teach you a lot about yourself. Let's say your self-examination revealed that you cannot not help people who are at a disadvantage to somebody else who abuses their position of power. For example, I recently encountered a drugged-out man in his 60s who was sexually harassing a petite, really petite, older lady in the light rail. I called her over and hid her behind me, had to move, hid her behind me again. And shielding her could have gotten me hurt, but luckily it did not. I had long made the decision to trust my intuition that protecting people from bullies was important to me. My assessment was correct. I gave him verbal pushback. He felt intimidated. He really tried, to intimidate me, but didn't succeed because I was so self-assured in my values that it was like a wall. And then he acted like a victim, ran away. The train was 20 minutes late, security had to come, and the lady was crying on my shoulder. It was a whole mess. I was very angry and adrenalized, but I also felt that I had stayed in alignment with my values. Could this have gone wrong? Absolutely. I did not have a fist fight with an intoxicated stranger on my bingo card for the day. But in a way, my values had me on autopilot. Now that I have examined this knowledge about myself, should I encounter such a situation again, I would probably involve other passengers much quicker to present a bigger obstacle to the aggressor and to also limit a risk of escalation that could, fall back on me. Now, what could we call this? Helping the little guy, strong sense of justice, David against Goliath, civil duty. Narrow down what the essence is by finding the right metaphor. And then this insight will allow you to word to yourself what exactly happens habitually when you are in such a situation. Because there are values hidden here, and these values show up as behavior. Why? Because this something matters to you profoundly. So finding this metaphor allows you to recognize and name what is happening before or while it actually happens. You then get to name it to yourself as a mini story, which gives you in the moment clarity and agency. The third way is to find symbols. Once you have found some insight on yourself, affirm it by finding symbols. These symbols allow you to quickly sift through the complexity of your sense of self and apply your past insight to a situation. For example, I'm setting an intention for a segment in my life. Let's say a move to a new safe location with an animal symbol. That animal symbol represents certain things to me, and I can align myself to the spirit of that symbol. For example, right now, a tortoise comes to mind. A slow move, a safe move, having my home with me type of thing. Now, finding the right symbol can take a little bit of time, especially symbols that have a timeless quality to them. They need to really resonate with you so you can extract their value for you. Once you have found a timeless insight that you truly resonate with, I recommend finding a physical representation of it and place it in your view. It's much harder to spontaneously recall the image or symbol from memory without practicing awareness through the object. And the trick is that we process symbols and images quickly and intuitively, especially those that we have ourselves imbued with a certain meaning. Working with symbols can simplify and accelerate your thought process profoundly. This red Pacific octopus plush animal here, for example, represents grabbing opportunities for me. But the real red octopus is very small and only grows to about 10 centimeters in adulthood. So it is a reminder for me to grab small opportunities with all 8 tentacles. To know yourself is an incredible asset that gives you genuine resilience, as well as simplifying many things that might have kept your thoughts in a spin in the past. So, which of these 3 ways are you most drawn to? Reflection, metaphors, or symbols? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you would like to learn how to create vision boards in a similar manner, vision boards that actually work, please watch the video linked in the comments. See you soon. Bye.